Hello, greetings. In this quick little video, I just want to go through an introduction to a series of videos that I'm going to be making dealing with parenting. Um, there are 9 ways in which we parent outside of the box, so to speak. So not according to the mainstream. Not necessarily to mean that the mainstream is wrong or our way is better, but just that our circumstances have led us to make decisions that are not always understood by a lot of other parents. So like I said, I'm going to be going in depth for each one in their own separate videos, but I just wanted to do a little outline to let you know what's coming up. So number 1 is the fact that my husband and I struggled with infertility for a decade, and we tried various avenues to becoming parents. And when we finally did become parents, it has affected the way that at least that I parent. I'm only going to speak for myself. It has affected the way that I parent, and I want to share that with you in detail later. Number 2. I had a home birth. We had a home birth. Our daughter was born at home. So that's what a home birth means. So no drugs, no epidural, no C-section. So I'll discuss why I made that decision and how that went and what I would do differently. Number 3, I stay home with her. So this used to be the norm. Then it became kind of looked down upon, and now I feel like it's becoming more and more accepted again. Obviously, mommy wars are still at play, but this is not necessarily the most popular choice, but it is a choice in our case, in our family, and I will tell you all the pros and cons about it and why we made that decision. Number 4, I breastfeed my daughter, which shouldn't be a big deal because that is why I have breasts. But we are extended breastfeeding at this point. Our daughter is a toddler. She's 16 months, and I am still breastfeeding her. And along with that also comes child-led weaning, which was more of an issue earlier on when we were starting her on solids and things like that. So I'll discuss my struggles with that and how I feel. She loves it. I love it, and I'll talk about it later. Number 5 is co-sleeping / bed sharing. Those are 2 related but distinct terms. Co-sleeping basically means being near your child when you're sleeping or when they're sleeping. Bed sharing is specifically sharing a sleeping surface. So not all co-sleeping families actually sleep in the same bed. Sometimes well, I'll go into details later, but I'll talk about the pros and cons of that and why we do it. And I realize it's a controversial subject, but then few things worth doing are not controversial. I'll just leave it at that. Number 6, we cloth diaper. We practice elimination communication, but it's not exclusive. So this is one of those areas that reminds me of my pseudonym Hodgepodge Mama, right? We're not exclusively elimination communication. We're not exclusively cloth diapers. We do use, albeit organic, but disposable diapers. We use a combination. And it's a variety of approaches that I will go into detail with you later. Number 7 is the fact that we're raising our daughter to be multilingual. So I speak to her in my native language, Polish. My husband speaks to her in his native language, Spanish. We speak English to each other, and we also incorporate baby signs and derived from ASL. And so even now that she started talking, we're still trying to keep introducing her to new signs, and hopefully that'll make, if she does end up learning ASL later, it'll be easier for her then later too. I know she's not confused. Number 8 is attachment. The way that, there's a lot that is being said about attachment parenting out there, and certainly attachment parenting is the reason why some of the other things are on my list here. But in particular, when it comes to social interactions, I've noticed that this is something that's very foreign to almost everybody that we come across. We don't just hand our daughter over to everybody the moment that she meets them. We respect her right to say, no, I don't know you, I don't want to hug you or whatever. But we'll go into details about that. And that is based on a interesting book that I read. So that's number 8. And number 9 is the fact that we do simple clothes and toys. We're not consumer-driven family. We're frugal, eco-friendly, minimalist, and I'll go into details. I'll give you some examples. She does have what I consider to be a lot of stuff, but I also think that everything she has is purposeful and we rotate it. So, but like I said, I'll give you details about that later. So these are 9 ways that we are parenting a little outside the box, and I'll be happy to go into details and share those with you soon in this series. All right, looking forward to it. Thank you. Bye.